Thank you very much. So I'll quickly run through the program, give you an overview of the program, and also tell you how the business will be judged. So this program is sponsored by the British Africa. It's a non-for-profit organization. British Foundation Africa is a non-for-profit organization that is based in Liberia, and the founder is General Louis 2011 New York Peace Warrants. It is purposely to give you the opportunity to brighten their future and to help empower the youth. So our goal and objective as an organization is to make sure that the youth, most especially the females, the narrative will be changed and give them and teaching and bring them to the spotlight that their potential for those any talents can be seen out to the outside world. So it's not just about education, it's not just about peace, it's not just about advocacy, but it goes beyond and beyond. So on this note, we now go to the overview and how the game is going to be judged. So for today's video competition, the case here that you are seeing here, you are going to be judged on two contents. The first one is the pronunciation of the word. So when we are done with the judging aspect, if there is a oh my child was cheated, then we will tell you that no, your child was cheated. We were looking at the pronunciation of the word. So let's take a statistics when talking about pronunciation of the word. We have the 12 months of the year to be January, February, right? We have September, we have October, right? Then the child comes out, so we the 12 months of the year. Then the child says January, February, automatically that child goes to the point. Reading has to do with the pronunciation of the word, means you know your phonics. Or before the child will come and say the ABC as they ask him already, and the child comes on stage and say, pronounce the letter H as the letter fish. Or the child comes and pronounce the letter L as the letter L. Right? So we are going to be looking at all of those things. So, like for the date of the week, the word is Wednesday. Then the child comes and pronounce the word Wednesday. So we are looking at the pronunciation of the words. That's one. Two, we are going to be looking at the reading skills and strategies that our child is going to use. We were taught on how to read. If they are not reading, they know what to do first before you read. So they go there and they were taught. Secondly, they ask contact. So we are focusing on categories to judge people whether the child is well or the child is well. Somebody should say, oh, my child was cheated. No, you don't cheat, and it gives you transfer. The child reads well, you yourself will is actually looking forward. So the first stage, the first run, two persons will drive. The two least reader will drive. But this time we drive, we take it the rest. Drive over there, see the stage, the people see, but they are not stage of people. That's the difference. Right? So when you come to read well, stay in the game. Just like that. So looking for only one best reader. That's how we clear. Clear English, pronunciation is going to be clear, British holiday, everything clear. Then give the person these prices you are seeing, the 5 pencils, the 4 copybooks, the 2,000 $100, and the school book. So that's how we are doing. So thank you for the very competition. Mary Kesa. Turn to page 1, Mary.
Please read about your pet. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. Mr. Wallace home as she walked to school. She she either she either the school yard and saw their children having deep recitation. She smiled at time and continued walking toward their school building.
Thank you. Yes. Esther Harold. Releasing page 1.
Okay. Please read about your faith. It was a beautiful sunny morning. Mrs. Foley home as she walked to school. She entered the schoolyard and saw the children having devotion. She smiled at them and continued walking towards the school building.
Thank you. Mary Kesa. Releasing page 1.
The who wants to go back to the second time.
Mary, you're able to read me that. You know to read? Hmm? You know to read it? Lawrence S. Charlie.
was a beautiful sunny morning. Miss Cotton as she walked to school. She entered the school years and saw the children having devotion. She smiled at them and continued walking towards the school building.
Mérité et Sakira, lui décide des choix.
Please read about it. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. Miss Cotton, it was a beautiful Sunday morning. Miss Cotton and
Thank you. The next person, Christina Flomo. Page 1.
Me about it was a beautiful Sunday morning. Miss
Thank you. The next person, Alfred Whitway. Page 1.
please read about it. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. Miss Mrs. Cunningham, as she walked to school, she entered the school yard and saw the children having devotion. She smiled at them and continued walking toward the school building.
Moses Uno.
Please read about the wreck. It was a beautiful sunny morning. Mrs. Olin Harmon, as she walked to school, she entered the schoolyard and saw the children having devotion. She smiled at them and continued walking towards the school building.
Thank you. The next person is Hereta Peter. Page 1.
Please read about your flag. It was a It was a solemn morning. Mrs. Shirley was asked. Mrs. Shirley was at school to please read about your flag. It
Thank you. The next person is Alfred Sa. Page 1.
Please read about your flag. It was a beautiful sunny morning. Mr. Swing police coming as she walked to school. She entered the schoolyard and said to the children having devotion. She smiled at them and continued walking towards the school building.
Thank you. So please listen to the children's school, yeah? Mary Pesa, 40 over 100. Comments. Poor reading strategy, lack of pronunciation, and eye contact. Esther Harrod, 90 over 100. Good reading strategy, poor eye contact, and good pronunciation skill. Meriti Sakida, 0/100, never do anything at all. Lawrence S. Chai, 50/100, reading strategy, not too good. Reading skill, track, pronunciation of words, track. Meriti Sakida, 20/100, poor reading strategy, pronunciation of word, track, reading skill, track. Christina Solo, 10/100, poor reading strategy, poor skill, poor eye contact. Asik Depoy, 8/100, reading strategy, good, eye contact, track, pronunciation of words, good. Moses Solo, 70/100, reading strategy, track, eye contact, track, pronunciation of words, track. Director here, 15/100, reading strategy, poor, eye contact, poor, reading skill, track. Alfred Sa, 85/100, reading strategy, good, reading skill, as the seen as good, pronunciation of word, track, eye contact, track. So, like I said, the first two lists with track, from there go to another two lists. So, the first person to track is Miriki Sakida. Where is Miriki Sakida? You have to let me know if you think your seat. You track already. Miriki Sakida is out. The next person is Christina Flo. She got it. She is also out. Christina Flo is out. And just so that you know, this book, that book that even someone in the first grade can read. Second grade student should be perfect reading before we of fifth grade this grade. Let me just call their classes so that you can know whether the teachers doing across schools your actual learning. We have Mary Pisa, who is the sixth grade. Mary Pisa learning up. Let me see your face. She is the sixth grade. We have Esther Harold, she is in the sixth grade. We have Mary Sakida, she is in the fifth grade. We have Lawrence S. Chale, he is in the fourth grade. We have Mary Sakida, she is in the sixth grade. We have Christina Flo, she is in the sixth grade. We have Asik Depoy, he is in the fifth grade. We have Loretta P. she is in the sixth grade. We have Moses Kuno, he is in the sixth grade. And we have Alfred Sa, he is in the fifth grade. So there's nothing strange. These are materials that have been taught in their groceries and they should have been pronounced well like sun. So what was first and you are this pronounced today? So these are the differences. So the students not getting that. Christina Flo and the relatives are here. They are out. So the next stage. After starting the stage, after start, turn to page 2 and read.
Scholars when they could have them on their desk in her office. Today was a special day. She was going to tell the children all about the Labula fest. This was going to tell them what it means to reflect.
Thank you, Mr. When you go out and into the land, you were taught. So you can see the land a little bit of what? Yeah? So that will be a bit of a. That person is Moses School.
Mrs. Polly quickly put her handbag on the desk. In her office, today was a special day. She was going to tell the children all about the development. Mrs. Polly was going to tell them what it means to pledge allegiance to the flag.
That person is right back there. Patient. Thank you. Asking to the way.
Mrs. Polly quickly put her handbag on the desk in her office. Today was a special day. She was going to tell the children all about the development. Mrs. Polly was going to tell them what it means to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Thank you. The next person is Irene Sakura. Patient.
her office. Today was a special day. She was going to tell the children all about the environment. Mrs. Polly was going to tell them what it means to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Thank you. The next person is Lawrence S. Charlie.
Mrs. Polly put her head back on the chair. In her office, today was a special day. She was going to tell the children all about the environment. Miss Polly was going to tell them what it means to pay allegiance to the flag.
The next person is Esther Aaron.
Of course, our children have all had responsibilities. But pray we are supported.
Mary A. Sasila. Any representative?
All right, good morning to everyone that was here in the hall this morning. Firstly, we appreciate the organizers of this competition, and also congratulations to all the participants for having the courage to even stand before people and say, I can do it. I say, thank you very much. I would also like to recommend to the organizers of this important competition that next academic you do it go earlier than this, and there should be a specific reading given to the children to practice or make them to be more fluent than what happened today. I will say thank you and thank you to the competitors. Thank you to parents and guardians today.
Okay, thank you very much. So Moses Kuro, any representative?
And thank you also for the organizers. In this school, we will pray God for our children to do more than what they do. So that's okay.
Thank you. Any representative?
First of all, it's thanks to the organizers of the competition, of course, to children. There is one help for children to be influenced and also to be fully free. They are among their friends. So this also will help the school focus to know that their parents are not paying for nothing. Or what? And so we say thank you.
Ici, dans ce moment, elle représente. Vérifiez ça, elle représente comme nous. Okay, we call for a reminder from the BRS office. The BRS office remind. Now the final stage now, we have to get some for the final. Harold, Esther Harold and Lawrence Esther. From the BRS office.
God is good. God is good. And all of the time, God is good. Especially hey, mothers. I'm asking here today. I don't know, mothers and fathers. On the way. That is it. Educational wise, we are backward. Thank God we are gradually improving. I just want to take this time again to appreciate this program. The founders of this program and even the little man that have brought this program to life in full. This is why I would love to see ongoing in my city. This should not be the end. This should be a continuous process that our children will continue to learn from this stage. I want to take this time to appreciate people that came for the program and extended appreciation to the one that you people left behind. And also to my children, this is the starting of your progress. We need to rest. We need people who are educated in this way. And I'm old. I'll be seated. One day I will get a booty from you people that will say, get this to my woman, get that to my woman. Y'all please use the noise. Get this to my woman, and that I will love so much. Then I will have a rest. May God continue to bless you people. May God continue to educate you people that your parents will rest in the near future. Thank you. There was so much in the years of the city of Foya. May God bless this program in Jesus' name.
Okay, thank you. So we move straight to our competition. We call Lawrence S. Charlie. Lawrence S. Charlie, please take the stage. Read from page 6 to page 7.
So when you say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of Liberia, you are promising not to do anything that will bring shame or harm to your country. The Liberia that receives our country, Liberia, and all of the Liberian people. We stand our flag and make a
page 8 and 9.
Promising to support Liberia means being good citizens, learning to obey the laws of Liberia, and respecting one another. We Liberians must love the value of hard work and not depend always on other people. Our flag says we are independent. Now, children, do you understand what I am saying? Yes, answer Musu. We salute the flag of Liberia with a promise in our hearts and on our lips. A promise never to hurt Liberia. Yes, Musa, you are correct. Miss Colin agreed. Pledging allegiance also means we must do all we can to make Liberia a great nation through hard work, honesty, justice, and love.
Thank you.
So that's it. Thank you so much, parents, for registering your children to be part of this competition, bowling competition. And also the children to focus on their lesson to see how they can be successful next time. And this is how we come to the end of today's match. And of course, we're going to hear the winner. We're going to hear the winner, and of course, the winner will carry all of those things. And you can see here the 5 pencils, the 12 capitals, the 2,000 Liberian dollars in the book bag to help them for their next academic school year. So we say thank you to the parents, continue being with them to see how best they can be a good future leaders. Children are the future of our future leaders. We should continue training them to see how best they can go on with a what good reading skill. Thank you so much. Answering my fire.
Okay, let camera over here to the file. Take it from you. Look at me, look at me, record. Look at me, still this. Okay, so thank you to all of the parents, at least, for sending your kids to take part in the process. You know, it is not just about winning, right? But that cultivated man said that a child will have that zeal to deal away with phobia, so that once they give the child anything to read, the child will be able to stand, whether in public or in private places, to read, the child will be able to stand. So it is exercises of fresh and added courage in academia. So I want to thank you for sending your kids. And let me just speak to one of the recommendations that was made. You see this book? It was given to any of the kids. But you are expected to know all of the company's materials in this particular book. Once in this book, they are very simple to pronounce. So if you have read the flesh and flesh or the flesh of Nigeria, if you know that particular article, then you can read this particular book. Because everything about this book is all about the flesh of Nigeria. So it's not something again to give to them to say, oh, everything you go, they have to read it and they are expected to do it. Until otherwise, like the schools that they are attending, the teachers are really doing their justice. Because even the ABC book that we have, there are materials in it that the kids, fourth grader, sixth grader, fifth grader, they do not matter. Yet, we put it in the ABC book. But sixth grader cannot read the content in it. Fifth grader cannot read it. Fourth grader cannot read it. Even to say the ABC. Even to say the ABC. Fourth grader cannot say the ABC clearly. With the proper pronunciation of words. The days of the week. Seventh grader cannot. Fifth grader cannot say it.
No power.
Even the days of the week, the 7 days of the week, we have fifth graders that do not even know how to say the 7 days of the week. And they are in fifth grade, and they are in schools around here. What are we doing as parents? What are we doing as educators? So programs of such, they are there to expose the educational system, to make recommendations to the district, most especially the foundation. Because the reason why students pay money when they reach to senior high or junior high in the classroom for them to pass, and we hold them responsible, is because of the foundation. These ones that are coming out, if you don't treat them the rightful way, if you don't teach them, mentor them at the various homes, they are not going to do well. And if they do not do well, it's going to reflect negatively on Liberia, not you, the parent alone, but on the country as a whole. If one of these kids is opportune today to leave this country and go America to go and represent Liberia in a reading competition, and they are reading the way they are reading here, call them to read the ABC, and they pronouncing the letter H as the letter H, pronouncing the letter L as the letter L, it means that there is a problem with our educational system. So the foundation needs to be taken care of. So educators that mean well for Liberia, that mean well for Foya district, we need to look at the foundation. Let us not just focus on the issue of a WAS result. You are not going to get a good WAS result if you do not have a good elementary. You are not going to get a good WAS result if you do not have kids well prepared from the land, from the foundation. So what we can say is that we cannot solve the problem at the top. We begin to solve the problem from the bottom. And to solve the problem from the bottom, we must know the source of the problem. So until we identify the source of the problem, we cannot solve the problem at all. So since the source of our educational problem for Foya that has making it to be challenged is the elementary, then it means that we need to focus on early childhood education. It means that we need to have more qualified and trained teachers. It's not just someone who graduated from high school today, because you see, you can pay the person $1,500, the person doesn't have a problem, and you take them and put them in the classroom. But it's having someone who is trained and qualified to teach the kids. You have some teachers in the classroom teaching elementary students, most especially for self-contained classes, and the particular teacher doesn't even know what to teach. The content, the subject matter, the teacher doesn't even master it. But because the teacher agreed to work one five every month or 500 every month, you see it is so cheap for you to pay that particular teacher, and he agreed and he damaged the future of the leaders that were coming out. You are not doing it just for the few kids, but even your children tomorrow, your children will become victims of this educational system, because the people now that you people are teaching, they are now going to transform. You go to university, they come back. The same methodology that you use to teach them, they will come back and apply that same method. So when you are in the classroom to teach, when you are teaching, you should know and keep it at the back of your mind that one of your relatives or someone closer to you will interact with this particular person that you are teaching. In the class of 40, maybe 4 or 5 persons who want to be your teacher. They will interact with them. They see where you have been teaching them. If you have been teaching them how to pay money for grade corruption, you are going to carry the same practice out there. But whether you say the government is corrupt, but the problem is on this side, our educational system. Because all of these things entail integrity. So we don't want a situation wherein it has been occurring over and over, that parent will call the sponsor of a particular class in a phone. I want my daughter to use the class. Yeah, hey, you are in the church, I'm the mother, so that my daughter does that particular class. So give my daughter something Irish. It won't help the child. If the child uses a class with nothing in mind, it's emptiness. So all I can say is that we brought this program to help to revamp the educational system, to resuscitate the educational system in such a way that Foya district will be among the best districts in Liberia. It was not an accident that a school from Foya district represented Lofa County in 2019 tournament. It was not an accident. It was by preparation. So Foya district can still step up again and do best. So for the presentation of the award will be done by one of the principals in our midst because he is an educator and there is an educative program. So thank you first for coming, Mr. Moses T. Sakida. He is going to do the presentation after we announce the winner. He is the principal for the Global Free Pentecostal Mission High School. So he is going to do the presentation to the winner. Right after that, we all just do a quick photo. But please check on your kids. Encourage your kids. Don't forget about them at this stage. This is the most dangerous stage in education. If you don't know, it is not junior high, it is not senior high. This particular stage, this foundation is very dangerous. It either corrupts the child or it builds up the child. It destroys the child or it prepares the child for the future. This particular stage. When the child is destroyed in this stage, you can bring the best teacher from Europe, from any part of the world. This senior high or junior high, for that child to take what will be very, very difficult. So the parents need to know the back of the teachers and the grocery stores at the grocery. And they need to do the best in the future of that. So that we have the comments for the final stage. So for the final we have two students. We have Lawrence S. Charlie and we have Esther Harold. And for the comment, Lawrence S. Charlie, when you come to read, you don't count words. You can say the flag is representing, you are counting words. You read straight. The only area you break or pause, it were taught during the mentoring session that when you see a command, you pause. That's what you were taught. When you see period, you stop. You were taught the various punctuation. So if you are reading, you are not really counting words. And you really read clear. But anyway, thank you for taking part. Thank you for reaching the final stage. You did well. You did your best. But you just needed to step up another step to do extraordinary. So your score for the final stage, you got 65 over 100. To Esther Harrow, thank you. You try. You know, reading. It's not just about reading clearly, but to also know the proper pronunciations of the words. When the word has or ed, being in the past, you pronouncing it, you should hear the ed sound. We were told during the mentoring session that for the letter D, it sounds like the letter T in phonics. So for example, if the word promise is in the past, we are going to say promise. The D takes the sound of T. So you need to work on your pronunciation. But you are a very good reader. Thank you and keep it out. So your score was 85 over 100, and you are the winner for this competition. So thank you so Mr. Sakida. Mr. Sakida, please come to do the presentation. Where is the head of the chat? Please come forward. person representation, let it come here.
Once more, I say good morning again.
1 minute, please. 1 minute, please.
Like I said, good morning and congratulations to all the participants that participated in the all-important competition. Like I said from the onset, this is just like giving the courage to the children to focus on reading, to focus on education, because our future lies in the hands of the little children that are coming up today. Our environment, is corrupt. Corrupt in the sense it's not about eating people money, but I mean the mind is very corrupt, especially the young people. Today you watch the young people outside when there is 2 or 3 people gathered together, instead of them discussing education, you find that they discuss politics, they discuss things that are evil, they discuss things that don't have good help for them. Children of age 13, 14 discussing men and women issue. The mind is corrupt. The environment we find ourselves in has corrupt the mind of our young people. But to see children of this age being brave to stand in front of people behind back to read, I say congratulations and thank you for every competition. There must be a winner. In always you don't have 2 winners, you have 1. Unless when you are going for first, second, and third place. But in a competition where you're looking for a winner, 1 person must win. Even if you have 100 competitors, you're looking for just a winner. So I will say thank you very much for being part of this competition. And also to my daughter, your name again, Esther Harold. Thank you very much for taking the bold step. I listened to you, I was already here when you were reading. All you need to do is to put yourself together. You are a good student. You can do better than this. Congratulations to you and the parents that are taking care of Esther Howard. When you see a child becoming good, it means the womb is prepared for the better. Pencil number 1, pencil number 2, pencil number 3, pencil number 4, pencil number 5. Thank you very much. After that, the team is also awarding you 12 copy books that you can copy books can send you for a year for the 6th grade. So you have made your parents the money they're supposed to spend to buy you copy books. You have bought your own copy books on your own. Thank you very much. And your parents are supposed to buy you a book bag for you to go to school. But because you listen to your teacher in the classroom and you listen to the way they were tutoring you to do this, you bought your own book bag. Are difficult. But this is not a school fee. You have looked for your own recess. I think this one can carry you for a month or 2. 2,000 Liberian dollars. At least $50 a day. I think this one can carry you for at least a month or 2 in school. That every day you will be able to carry a recess while you are going to school. But this I would like to present it to your mother. Why you say? For me, I don't treat children with money. I gave you food, I gave you clothes, I bought you clothes. I can't give you money to go buy anything on your own, I buy it for you. So permit me to present this money to your mother, that she will be able to give you recess every day while you are going to school. Thank you very much for handling your child. Thank you, congregation.
Okay, so